Good morning, it is June 15th, and welcome to the second edition of PowerSlide. In today's article, Audi details the new A3 and S3 models, their prices, and updates us where they plan to take it in 2022. In the previous few days, Audi announced the new prices for the new US releases of the A3 and S3 cars. The A3, the lower model, begins at roughly $35,000, and the S3, which is the one with the additional 100 horsepower, some turbo, and a little bit lower, beginning at $46,000. We heard some speculation about the RS3 model, the one with 400 plus horsepower, but we haven't heard any further details as of the writing of this script. Starting in 2022, all A3 models will also have a 48-volt hybrid system and a start-stop engine system. This is part of an initiative to go green in the coming years and to make their cars more fuel efficient. If you are looking to make your car even more fuel efficient, there are also better equipped systems, but they come at an additional charge of $2,000 or $8,000, according to Audi themselves. This car also comes with an additional $2,000 option to get all-wheel drive, their Quattro technology. And personally, I think that having four-wheel drive on these things is especially useful where I live in the Pacific Northwest, because it's incredibly important, and also it's nice to have that on a nice-looking car such as these two models. It's definitely going to be a huge plus for a guy like me who's looking to buy a new car. Audi's new S3, however, comes starting at $46,000 and chooses to dial up some of its performance with a better turbo and a 2-liter 4 that gives it an additional 100 horsepower. It also comes with a turbo, but that's hardly important at this point. Every car comes with some kind of turbo these days. Furthermore, it is lowered by barely even half an inch, and also some upgraded brakes, which, make it more racing, as you guys know. That's how they always get you for a few extra bucks. They also advertise that the S3 comes with premium and prestige trim for an additional price, of course. I mean, this is Audi. You're not getting out there without spending $50,000. Let's just be clear. Audi claims to have these two models arriving in US dealerships by the third quarter of this year, and will test the new RS3 version to see if maybe that can be also dropped by the end of the year before 2022 comes along. Just in some light commentary, I just don't see why the S3 is worth so much more, just due to the fact that it seems to have an upgraded turbo and focuses more on a luxurious interior. I mean, most Audi interiors already seem to be just fine in my taste, but hey, maybe I'm, not that vulgar. Besides, if you really wanted to have more Audi luxury, why would you buy the smallest model, especially the one that's focused on racing? It's obvious that they want to take this car in a more racing direction, and I hardly believe that lowering it by 0.6 inches and giving it a slightly better brakes can really net you $10,000 of value. I love the look of these cars. They're definitely sexy beasts, but hey, maybe I could be wrong about, it being worth an additional $10,000, or maybe I'm just full of myself. Personally, I like to look for value-oriented, and it just seems like getting a slightly better interior it's only going to take you so far. Besides, I mean, if I really want to buy a better Audi for that much money, they have better models and more space. These cars are quite small in the interior, so maybe the S3 is just not to my taste, but hey. Anyway, feel free to let us know down in the comments if there's any other details that we may have missed, or maybe you're even hyped for the redesigned model of the A3. I'd be happy to know any details that maybe I've missed, and maybe if you want to even share what you think about Audi in general. I'm always happy to learn. I'm getting much more used to learning and reading about cars, and I'd always love to hear your opinion. Anyway, that's all for PowerSlide today. I hope you have a most fantastic day. Cheers.